Hi, I'm Tina Hill. I am half of Ladies of the Lanai, and we were here with our special co-host, guest
Yeah,
co-host,
yeah.
Scott.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Good morning.
So we're just going to kind of go through what's happening. So, did you hear the big news?
I heard quite a lot of different big news coming out of the villages the last couple of days,
Okay.
you
Well,
know.
the big one is Costco is coming.
Yes, and I
Are you a big
am
Costco?
ecstatic. I cannot wait. I'm gonna have to get my paycheck and just go right there and just hand it to them and say, just let me
I
have
always
at
have
it.
to find someone to share with because I don't need 1,000 rolls of toilet paper or
Yeah,
10 bags of gum,
I know,
whatever
but
it is.
if that's not what you buy, I mean, there's so many other good things there.
Like,
They have, I mean, all of their prepared food is just
but
amazing.
it's like a giant
It's
tray.
family sized. It's
Okay.
usually like family size. So I mean, if you kind of are doing some meal prep, which is what I've done in the past, is like you
Okay.
buy something and you kind of break it up into 4 meals and then you put it in the fridge and it's
Okay.
just so good. And it's yeah, I can't wait.
And it's going to
I
be
just
up
can't
by
wait.
where the Hobby Lobby is
Yeah,
at
that's up
466.
466
And we don't
and
have a time frame.
yeah, and Woodridge Drive
No.
is kind of the area.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going to be nice. I think the traffic in that area is just going to be
Insane.
insane. It's already pretty bad now at like 301 and 466, but listen, things are growing, things are happening.
They
So
are.
you got to kind of expect a little bit more traffic,
Sure.
especially if we want nice, not nice things, but
Right.
we want improved things here in the villages.
Right.
So
So along with an opening, we had a couple closures, and someone's making themselves known.
uh,
But Sonny's Barbecue closed.
yeah,
Did you ever go to that? Sam.
I did. I've been there a couple times. It was good. It
It's a
was really
chain,
good.
right?
Yeah, it's a chain of restaurants. They do barbecue and that type of smoky barbecue kind of stuff. And it's I mean the one in Lake Sumter Landing. I was there not too long ago, and I mean the food was really good, but the place wasn't. There wasn't a lot of people in there, so I can think that that has a lot to do with it.
Hey, that's our other special
Yeah,
guest.
the dog is having a conniption
Yeah.
because there's somebody out front.
Um, we have a temporary closure, the
Uh-oh.
Waterfront Inn at Lake
Yeah,
Sumter for
yeah,
renovation
yeah. Krista
until like
Joy, who sings there, who's a good friend of mine, she's a little bummed out because she had some singing events going on there, and they are closing the first floor lobby to renovate. I think
so
the
the whole
dining room.
thing isn't being closed?
I don't think the whole thing because they did the renovation of the rooms. I want to say not too long ago. I read, and this is just the lobby and the first floor, like where the
Then
lobby
how do you
is,
get to
and
your room?
it's probably going to just have like a construction area that you're going to have to walk through.
Where they
But
have the paper taped on the
yeah, probably something like that. But if you've been there recently, it is dated. I mean, the wallpaper in the dining room is all these pineapples, and it's just yeah, it it's very dated,
Okay.
and some of the furniture is like kind of it's all like wicker furniture. It's very like 1990 kind of
Okay. So
kind of
it's
vibe.
a much needed
It
update.
definitely needs it,
Okay.
and especially everything else here is being refreshed and new, and I definitely think that it needs it because you walk in there and you're like, whoa, look at this time capsule, So,
Well, speaking of upgrades, there's another one they just announced,
uh-oh.
also at Lake Sumter, but it's the landing, the dock area, the
Yeah,
water.
they're going to be replacing the gazebo, which has been closed off, and
They're
a
going to
good
update
portion
the
of the
dock and the boardwalk. It's right behind where Haagen Dazs is.
yeah. Well, Haagen Dazs is the radio station, and just off to the side of RJ Gators. I read that they're going to be doing a multi-million-dollar upgrade. They're putting in a better boat launch for the Dragon boats. They're putting in a kayak launch. I think they're going to start um, having some kayaking and things that you can do there.
Because there's not a lot going on there. Like you go there and you go look at the
Well, you
water.
can go on the boat, which is totally cool. Like if you're
Yeah.
here with visitors and stuff, the boat ride is, I mean, it's $2 and you kind of go around the lake, and some of the guys are a little bit more animated on the boat that tell you a story about different things. And, but yeah, it definitely needs it. I think it's been a while, and Yeah, I mean, I think people love that square. That's my favorite square,
Right.
and I love going there and kind of just walking along the water. And yeah, some of the decking is a little off, and I could see that being a problem for people that have trouble walking or maybe use a mobility device or something to kind of get around. So
Okay.
yeah, it's
Um,
definitely a needed upgrade.
okay. I guess we'll hear more like on the timing and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm sure
But
they're going to announce as soon as it gets closed and all that kind of stuff.
oh,
So, the other thing over there, I just remembered, there's like a sunset right on Morse Boulevard, in between on the bridge on Morse Boulevard. They're updating the area where it's like Sunset Park or something they call it. You
hmm.
can drive over and park your golf cart, and I've seen a lot of people go there at sunset, and they kind of
Is it where that the bridge is?
it
Kind of
is on
thing.
the bridge. It's on the bridge on
I think
Morse.
I've
It's
seen
like
that.
midway on the bridge, and
Mm,
and it kind of faces west, and it's a place for you to just kind of hang out and watch the sunset. And it really is beautiful. And
hmm.
they're doing some kind of construction there. I don't know if they're upgrading it or if they're doing something to the
Have you ever
actual
used that on
bridge.
a date, Scott?
I have not used that on a date. But I would if if the it is a very pretty place, and it is kind of a romantic
Okay.
place,
Okay.
and we'll go into that in a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay.
I'll tell you what a friend of mine is calling me right now.
Oh,
So,
okay.
um
Well, we'll pivot
go
off the
back to
kayak. We'll
go
come
back
back
to
to that
yeah,
later.
go back to that.
We're gonna do a singles a dating
Yeah.
in the villages episode after
Yeah.
this. But also on the kayaks, every Tuesday and Thursday in May, even though we're halfway through May, at 8 a.m. there's a guided kayak excursion at Lake Okahomka.
Yeah, that's nice. I love kayaking. Have
I'm
I
afraid of
it's
alligators, so
No, see, they're more scared of you than
yeah. Until
um
I come back with no
yeah,
hands.
what happened to you? Oh, me and the gator got too close. But yeah, I love kayaking. If you've never been, it is definitely something to go and try. It's very, very peaceful. It's very quiet. Um, it's just a lot of fun, and it's pretty decent exercise. I mean, you definitely get a good upper body workout because it's all your arms kind of pushing you through the water and stuff.
Okay.
So
Um, well, do you belong to a gym here? Do you belong to any of the gyms?
look at me. Do I look like I belong to a gym? No, I don't belong to a gym. I
Well,
mean,
maybe
come
you do
on.
cardio, like you have to
Yeah, I
be
run to the fridge and
for
run
your
back to
job.
the
You have to be
TV.
somewhat
I
fit.
know, I do.
Okay.
But my part of my job is very
On the phone?
no, not on the phone. It's just it's a little bit not as
No heavy lifting.
not as physical as
Okay.
some of the other aspects of what I do.
Okay.
So,
Well, there's a deal going on for the summer, the Fit Club,
ooh,
which is like the villages gyms,
right.
because they have like some that don't
Yeah, I
have
know
stuff,
some
but
of
this
the
has
some of the
some,
bigger rec centers have the gyms and
yeah,
stuff. So,
that has the equipment and stuff. And their deal is it's $100 for 3 months. So
oh, that's pretty good.
June, July, August. And the Fit Clubs are at Colony, Azell, Fenny, Laurel Manor, Mulberry Grove, Rohan, and Seabreeze. So you have your pick, I think.
Yeah, I've been to the one at Mulberry Grove because that's up
Was it
by my
nice?
house. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean,
What was in there?
they have they have a bunch of cardio machines. They have some weight machines. I believe they have some free weights, but don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've been up there again. Like I said, yeah, I probably could use to hit the gym a little bit more, but
Well, this was your chance.
there you go. There you go.
I
But
belong to Genesis, and I like it because it's easy for me to get to, and I like doing their um, group power. It's like the weightlifting thing,
yeah,
but it just doesn't fit my schedule when they offer whatever classes, and that's
yeah,
like a big social scene. Oh my god,
yeah.
so
Lot of
social!
lot of
Because if
love.
you qualify for silver sneakers,
Oh boy!
it's free.
Wow. Silver sneakers.
Yes,
Yeah, and
I have a few
I
more
was I
years.
was gonna say with some of the bling that you wear, I could definitely see you having some silver shiny sneakers.
um, there's also do you play water volleyball? Have you ever played that? I know
I
people who
haven't.
play it love it.
I've been at the pool at the one of the sports pools to swim and kind of get some exercise in the sports pool, and I've seen them playing. I've never done it. It's again, if we go back to what we talked about the last time we met, I didn't do a whole heck of a lot in the villages up until recently. I mean, I've lived here for 12, 13 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but and
You're
I
a
just
hermit crab.
yeah, and I just kind of I did a lot of stuff outside the villages because my life was more kind of outside the villages. Now everything is kind of come back to the villages, my job, my friends and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm starting to get a little bit more involved. So I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think that that would be a pretty fun. I drove by one of the pools the other day, and they were playing volleyball, and I mean there was a ton of people in the pool. I
There's
could
also
not get
Splish Splash.
that. I have no
I
idea.
don't. I think
Don't
I
know what
forget.
that
I
is.
think it's a kinder version of
Hmm.
uh,
I
volleyball.
don't know. This is all
Okay,
news to me.
but the water.
See, look
So
at that. I'm gonna listen in here, and I'm learning firsthand, just like
if
you.
you do want to learn how to play volleyball, they have the 101 basic skills training at Azal the first Thursday, 11 to 1 p.m. And then at Colony on Fridays from 3 to 5, they have the 101 basic, 102 intermediate, and oops, I think it was 103 advanced skills.
Oh, oh,
So,
is that where you dive and
I
kind
just
of
imagine in the
how to
movie, there
dive,
was some
hold your
like funny
breath, and
movie
hit
where
the
they're like,
ball? Yeah,
ah,
right. Like dodgeball.
exactly.
It's like
Someone slamming me in the face with their
yeah,
ball. Um, the other news is the Village's box office is updating their procedure or protocol for when you have the print at home ticket.
right.
Before, when you would buy it online, you would get it right away. And now they're holding it back till like a week before the performance, like for
I wonder
due
why
to like
they're.
they said for scalping,
Oh, okay.
like so it's less time, and I guess they can validate the buyer,
Right.
so like they know if it's an individual or
Right. Yeah.
something
I
like
guess
that.
if people are trying to buy up a lot of good seats and then sell
Yeah.
them
Well,
for
they said
more
like when
money.
bigger names like
Yeah.
Rick Springfield came, or some of the more popular
Yeah.
shows, like
No, I
some
could definitely see that, and I could. I mean, it's like that with other major venues. When we were in New York,
Ticketmaster, and
and you'd go to Madison Square Garden and the tickets would sell out like that. And it's
yeah,
like they
how'd
just
that
went
happen?
they just went online. How did that happen? And it's frustrating. But I could definitely see them doing that. It gives more people a chance to kind of buy tickets and have them and not
Well,
have
I
to
think it's for
pay.
them to figure out technology who the
Yeah,
scalper
yeah.
who
There's
aren't
probably
real.
sniping stuff that goes on that they have a computer program or something that goes in and buys
Yeah.
up some stuff. So.
Um, but if you want it printed out before then, you can go
To the box
to
office,
yeah, to the
probably.
box office, and they'll print
Yeah,
it out, help you
yeah,
print it
they're
out.
they're great there. I mean, I've worked at the Sharon a couple of times with my job, and everybody
I've seen
that
you there.
I know, it's I love the Sharon. It's a great
It
place,
is
and
pretty.
it is pretty. And if you haven't gone, definitely go. The Sharon is amazing. The shows are amazing. The people that work there are amazing. The box office is great. I've seen them where people have come in and had problems with tickets and stuff, and the staff there just works to make sure that everybody is happy and make sure that the performance goes off without a hitch. So
Yeah.
they really do an amazing job at the Sharon. So it's good that they're putting these updates in to kind of
And
make things better.
the Sharon is still building that. Was it Gold? I always want to call it
It's
Goldie.
it's
What is
not
it called?
Goldies, it's Blondies
Blondie. I don't know why I
because
think Goldie.
Mr. Morse called his wife Blondie. He had nicknames apparently for all his kids, and Blondie was his wife's name. And don't quote me on this. Like I said, I
The
saw
Morses
the.
are going to call you up and go,
Yeah, I know you're
Where'd you
wrong.
get that
You're
story?
wrong. You're extra. You're
No more
excommunicated
Sharon
from the
Morris
villages.
Center for you.
No, but that was the story that I. It's on thevillages.com. They had a whole thing about how he used to have nicknames for everybody in his family, and Blondie was either his wife's name or one of his daughter's names, and that's why they're calling it
Yeah,
that. And
but it's going to be like an outdoor
it's an outdoor
bar
bar
area.
area that I Sawgrass has a similar kind of thing
Mm,
outside, so I think that they're kind of making it like that, and I think it's going to be great
I know.
because when there's nice things going on at the squares, when some of the bigger events are, they have the two bar huts, which are great,
Long lines.
long lines, but this'll help out. You can probably there's probably going to be seating there that you can go and hang out and
It'll
spend
be
some
much
time.
more civilized.
It will. I mean, look, everything that they've done so far has just been, again, amazing,
Right.
and the improvements that they're making are just it's just to make everything better and to draw more people to the villages. And
Right.
I know some people don't like that, but you know what? look, we have a great place here that we live in, and it
Share
should
the
be shared.
joy.
Yeah, share the joy. I think everybody should have an opportunity to come in and enjoy what's going on here.
Well, another place that's doing some construction is Edna's. Their new space, because they only had the two food trucks,
Right.
and they, I guess, got rid of one of their Tubby's treat truck, and the provisions and victuals truck. They're getting ready to move that one because
Provisions and victuals.
they're moving into the indoor,
Okay.
the
Yeah, I know that
concrete
they had
building.
more, like a couple months ago, they had more food trucks outside, and they're trying to kind of make that like a food court area, but still keep that food truck vibe, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see. I've
Yeah.
never been down there, but
Oh no, really?
yeah, I've never been down
It's
again.
fun.
Yeah, it is fun, and I've heard
That's what
great
happens
things
when
about
you
it.
live too far north.
See, I know. That's why I said if I could move, if magic wand, I'd move to like Sumter Landing somewhere. But yeah, it's I haven't been down there, but everybody that
It's nice.
people in our group that we hang out with have gone down there and posted pictures on
Yeah.
the Facebook page, and it's beautiful. It's very
They have
shaded
it's an all
area.
outdoor
Yeah.
seating. They have like picnic tables
Hmm.
and some tables and chairs. You can't bring any outside food or drink, but there is places to buy.
Right.
And then you can just bring your own chairs, and so you can set up like a group of, and it's just nice because there's the big trees
Hmm.
and there's the music out there, and you just
Right.
kind of go and hang out, and you're back up to a pitch and putt course, and then there's an executive course
Oh,
on the other
okay.
side. So if you're done golfing,
Right.
it's a fun place to go
Yeah, no, that's
afterwards.
again, I haven't been there, but I've seen a lot of pictures and people rave about it. And
Yeah,
it's just another great place to be able to go at night and hang out and
yeah,
experience some fun
yeah.
here.
Um, are you a pickleball player? Did we talk about
We
that
did, we
before?
did.
Okay,
I'm
that
not a
was a
big
no.
I'm
I'm
not a
not
big
athletic, you
yeah,
said.
I'm not athletic. I
Okay.
definitely am not, I'm not a couch potato either. I do have a lot of things going on. It's just some of the sports stuff I just don't
Huh.
and again, I haven't done. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I think I would. I think I would like to do it. I
Haven't.
hear that people are very competitive in pickleball,
They
and
are, and people get hurt.
who are you telling?
Yeah, that's
We
right.
pick up a lot of people off the pickleball courts with the ambulances,
They always
and
say never back up, right?
yeah,
That's one of the first things they tell
yeah.
you, and you have to
We
have the right
we've
shoes.
we've taken quite a few people with injuries off of the pickleball
Uh,
courts, and unfortunately, people, they're trying to. It's very competitive, and I know people are.
it's fun though.
It is. The other thing, I don't know if you have it on there, the pickleball complex, the indoor pickleball complex that they're building
That's
on.
that was the next item.
Oh, look at
We're on the
that!
same
See that?
wavelength.
Look at that! I wasn't sure if you had that on there, but yeah, that's coming along. I
The
my
pickleball club at the Village Park Center. It's going to be up by where Sprouts is.
yeah, it's
To on 60 Northeast
so
62nd Terrace.
they just built a assisted living area in between. It's right by. There's a hotel right there. I forget
The
which
Hampton
the
Inn.
Hampton Inn. So it's right behind the Hampton Inn in that big empty piece of property that's there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's
and
going to be 40,000 square feet,
it's huge.
16 indoor courts,
Yeah.
a cafe, locker rooms, and a lounge, and 162 parking spaces.
Yeah. Well,
That's
very
a lot of people.
exclusive. Yeah, very exclusive.
Well, there's a demand for indoor because the
The
summer
summer.
is
Yeah.
really hot.
Yeah. It's and trust me, people still try to play outside, and unfortunately we're coming into the summer now, and I think we're gonna see a lot more volume as far as like my job, with
Are
people
people
on the
fainting?
yeah, it's sometimes
Dehydration.
people push themselves a little bit too far
Yeah.
sometimes, but I mean that's going to be a great addition, and I think people are gonna, I know there was some question about the price of it that I
Oh,
think
that I don't know.
people weren't too happy with, but
Oh,
I have a feeling that it's still going to be a very popular place regardless. If you're into pickleball and you like playing and competing and that kind of stuff, I think that's going to
yeah.
draw a lot of people in.
Well,
So
until Eastport's built, until
yeah,
Olympia.
that
What is it,
yeah,
Olympia?
Olympia. Yeah, they're going to be
Some indoor courts there.
yeah, indoor basketball, indoor pickleball. So yeah,
Yeah.
people have some options. It's going to be, again, we're coming into a good time here.
We are.
The Villages is just keeps getting bigger, keeps getting grander.
I like grander.
Yeah.
I ventured out of the bubble.
Did you bring
Lori
your
and I
pet?
went to,
Did you bring a passport?
no.
Did they have to check it? You know,
You
where are
can't
you
come back.
from?
You can't come back
Yeah,
in.
show me your passport. Yeah.
We went to Leesburg to a place called the Sipping Garden Bistro. It was a very cute wine bar,
Okay.
but it was small. It's very small. But they had like light bites and
Yes,
a
I've
lot of
been
wine.
there. I've been
Oh, have
there.
you?
Yeah, I
It's
have
on
been
like
there.
that main
Yeah, it's on
strip.
Main Street in Leesburg. I've been there. It's kind of, it has like a rustic kind of
Yes,
bar area, and there's some seating and stuff. Yeah, it's a cool place.
it's very
They do.
homey.
It
It's
is
like in a
homey.
house, I think. It looks like it's in a house.
Yeah, it's not, but it does look that way. You're right. It's but they do their own beer. I think
Oh,
they have either they do their own beer or they do like craft beer, and they do
I didn't
their
look
own
at the beer
wine.
because I'm not a beer drinker.
I am, so
Oh,
that's why. And
that's why you perked up.
yeah, ooh, know that place. Been there.
There's a place that's opening Friday, May 17th. So this will open,
Tomorrow.
yeah, by the
For-
time this airs. But it's called Marmaduke's Lodging. Exactly. And it's a hidden New York style speakeasy. Exactly. And I want to go.
Say,
So
does it
maybe we
so?
go and check it
Yeah,
out.
we're gonna have
But
to,
it's
plan a group trip or something to get
I
down
think we
there and go.
should.
Yeah, I think so too.
But
Where is that gonna be?
it's in Leesburg.
Okay.
It's Marmaduke's Lodge, and it said at the Burns Drugstore is going to have a setting that's perfect for sipping cocktails and soaking up Prohibition era vibes.
Ooh.
And it'll also have something called Slice, and you can get actually pizza by the slice because I don't think there's anywhere that does do pizza by the
Shut
slice.
up. No way.
Not that you have to drive all
Yeah.
the way to Leesburg to get a slice of
No,
pizza.
I mean Bravo does it, but yeah,
Oh, they do? Okay.
there's certain pizza places that don't here, which is, I mean, in New York, I mean, if you ever been to New York, there's a pizza place on like every corner,
And you can
and
get
you can
a
walk in and be
slice.
like, yeah, let me get a slice. It's just one of those
I
things.
remember one time, like when I first went there, or maybe it was somebody's like brother had come to visit, and he just wanted a cheese
Yeah, a slice of pizza.
and so he was like to go up and ask for a slice of cheese, and he goes, "A slice of cheese." He was like,
People were dumbfounded.
Like,
exactly. What do you want, buddy? Are you stupid or something? Yeah,
No, that's how you ask for a slice of cheese. People, you just say a slice of cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
But I digress. But they also have an Airbnb in there too.
Ooh.
So it's kind of one-stop
That's
shopping
cool.
if you drink a little too much.
Yeah, I know that Leesburg has been trying to kind of revitalize that downtown area.
They have a lot going on.
They do have a lot going on. I mean, Leesburg's a great place. It's just outside the villages. It's not that far of a ride.
20 minutes.
I mean, we go to the hospital there. I used to work in downtown Leesburg when I worked for Lake EMS. I worked with the Leesburg Fire Department there, and it was great. I mean,
did you go to Two Old Hags? That's
like
that's also like a wine.
I went right to my patients. I'm like, 2 old hags. Did I have 2 old hags in my ambulance? Like, no. That's I haven't. No, I've been to that wine bar. There's a couple of restaurants down there that I've gone to. I can't think of the names of them, unfortunately. No, I forget the name of the place. There's an Irish pub there too that's really, really good. I forget the name of that, but that's very that's a really cool place. The Irish pub is great. Good food, great atmosphere. When we were there were people like drinking and just having a grand old time. So, and it's right next to the wine bar that you were talking about. So.
Oh, the Sipping Garden?
Yeah, the Sipping Garden. It's right there also. But yeah, Leesburg's got some great places. Go out and, if you're looking for something a little different, head over to Leesburg and check that out.
The village also has something called Sunset Socials from 6 to 8 o'clock. You do have to register at the district.gov place. Okay. But Monday, May 20th is kickball. I don't know if it's just like something late at night to do, but they also have like beach tennis, putt and play, intro to air gun.
Oh.
Can jam. Do you know what that is? It's a flying disc.
Oh, maybe the disc golf that they do?
I don't know if it's disc golf, but
because they did put a disc golf course. I want to say it's down here somewhere. Yeah. It's here, I think, in DeLuna too, for some reason. Yeah, but yeah, I haven't done that, but that looks like a lot of fun. I could definitely see taking my son to do that if he came and visited and stuff. It'd probably be a fun day. But yeah, I think that's what that's referring to is the disc golf.
Okay.
Shows you how to throw the. Um, there's actually a disc golf club here in the Villages. So if you're interested, I'm sure you could kind of look at that.
Somebody's ringing their bell.
Yeah, somebody's ringing their bell. So
he wants to go out.
yeah.
I also saw one of my favorite movies. Hey, you, come here. Come on over.
He's like, no way.
I love the movie The Wizard of Oz. And did you know there is a Wizard of Oz movie in Cape Canaveral?
No.
Not movie, museum.
Oh, museum.
Yeah.
I was like, movie.
No.
No.
But they have memorabilia, an immersive experience,
Ooh.
and a self-guided audio tour.
Did they put you in a tunnel with a tornado and you get sucked up or something?
Idea.
That would be immersive, you know.
There's no place like home. There's no place.
Yeah, exactly. I was just there not too long ago at Cape Canaveral with my son, and it was. I mean, the Space Center is amazing. It's great. We went to. There's another air and space kind of museum with some older military planes just outside of it that was pretty reasonable to get into, and I could see that. You know, I could see more people going to that. That would be, you know,
interesting.
If you like the older movies like that, you know.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Also, Governor DeSantis recently signed into budget the Freedom Summer Sales Tax holiday.
Yeah, that I did hear. That's big.
And for the whole month of July, you can buy tax-free for outdoor activities.
Right. It's at all the beaches too. I think he did something with the beaches too. The state parks.
The state parks will have free admission from Memorial Day. I think for the summer.
Yeah, he's
pretty big.
Kind of pushing some good programs to. Not that we need more traffic here in Florida, but you know, I think to get people here during the summer and get out.
Also said admission to events or performances scheduled between July 1st and December 31st. So live music, sporting events. It said movies to be shown in a movie theater. Huh, I wonder, ballet, plays, fairs, festivals.
Yeah.
So all those festivals you want to go to.
Yeah, it also, I think it kind of goes into a lot of hurricane preparedness stuff too. It's tax free for that stuff, I want to say. But yeah, I mean, that's great. You know, they're kind of making it so that people can get out and enjoy themselves. And
you can stock up on sunscreen.
I definitely need it, you know, especially up top here, you know. But yeah, he's trying to make it so that people get out and enjoy themselves, I guess, during the summer instead of staying in. It's funny because like during the summer, when I still lived in New York and my parents were here, just a little side story. I would call my mom and be like, you know, it'd be the middle of July. I'd be like, hey, what are you doing today? And she'd be like, oh, we're having a snow day. You're having a snow day? What the heck are you talking about? It was too hot to go outside. So they would stay in the house and watch movies and kind of, so like if you're from a Northeast state or a Northwest state where there was a lot of snow, when they shut things down, you would have a snow day.
Yeah, no school.
No school, no work, that kind of stuff. I mean, unfortunately, I always had a job that I had to go to work, but they had a snow day. So it was too hot to go outside, so they would stay inside. And I thought that was like, all right, you know, I can understand that because, again, back home, when we had a snow day, it was too snowy and too cold to go outside. So you stayed inside and stayed in the warmth or the air conditioning, you know. So that's what she used to say. And it used to just baffle me. Oh, I was having a snow day. Oh, okay. Yeah, in Florida, having a snow day. So.
And then lastly, they announced the Village's July 4th festival is at Lake Sumter, is the All-American Brews and Cruise Festival. And they'll have cars from the Classic Auto Club and a watermelon eating contest.
Wow.
So
I could see that being a popular thing.
And then we have our landscaper,
yeah, it's all
lawn care people rolling by.
I give him credit. He's out working
exactly.
Right now,
it's hot.
Yeah,
it is hot.
And the grasses here look beautiful. So
oh, thanks.
Yeah, I give them.
And that's about it because we got someone else walking around in the back. Yeah. So thanks for co-hosting.
No problem. It's my pleasure. Anytime. I love doing this. So you know, hopefully we'll get some more views and get you some more some more attention to your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So
like and subscribe. It really helps us
definitely.
Out for Christine and I to bring you some fun and interesting content.
It always is. It always is. It always is.
All right, and that's it.